Symbolically, this is a time of year when people look back and notice and celebrate what they've created and maybe learn from that, and also look forward to what they want to create in this new year of their lives, regeneration and refocus. So we look ahead and create a goal or goals for our lives. Now, how often have you set a goal and reached it with ease and just been so ecstatic? And then on the other side, how often have you set a goal and started and not gotten there? We're going to explore right now the difference that makes the difference in getting there or not getting there. Because what Wings wants for you, what I want for you this year, is a year of grace, of abundance, of ease, and of creating exactly what you want. Very often when we start off toward a goal, what you would call new territory, one of the first things that comes up is fear. And I've broken that fear out in the 4 different ways it really affects us. In our head, what we think; in our heart, what we feel, our emotional response; in our gut, which is where our power center is and doubt lives. And then I used our wonderful little feet as the place of action, stepping forward into our lives. So we start out, and when our thinking is about fear, we see ourselves at the effect of something larger than ourselves or more powerful. Our boss, the economy, my mother-in-law, you know, those kind of people with power. And if we do this funny thing, bouncing between uncertainty, like uncertain about what to do, and then flipping to self-righteous, like I know everything that's right and the right way to do it, there's a sense when we're in a state of fear of an absence of meaning. We're like, what does this stand for? And we can very often, and I just noticed, be stingy. Yeah? Protecting what we have. What happens in our heart when we're afraid? Very often our feelings are anger and resentment. And we feel out of control, and so we need to hold on and be in control. We protect ourselves, which means there's a lack of vulnerability, and we end up with mixed intentions. So part of us wants to go toward the goal and get the goal, and some part of us is frightened and wants to hold back and keep what we've got. So we're mixed, we're conflicted inside in our own hearts. In our gut, we feel a sense of doubt, feeling disempowered, a fear of rejection. What if I do something different? What will people think of me? A fear of looking foolish. I could step out into that new territory and make a big mistake. So in the action part, do we act or not? Well, we're afraid of losing. We're afraid of being excluded, of being left out, of being silly, of being different. So very often we stop. Well, fear is one of our greatest motivators to either fight, flight, or freeze, right? The other great motivator we have that actually creates more in our life of what we want is love. So when I'm starting out in this new venture toward my goal, when I am aligned in these 4 ways in a state of love, I create completely different results. I create the results I want. So when I'm in a state of love of my life and of what I want to do, I'm accountable. I realize I'm the one creating it. I get really clear, asking myself questions so that I can make conscious choices as I step out into new territory. I have faith that I'm capable and that there's plenty for me in this world. And I have a sense of generosity that what I create is not just for me, it's for my family, my friends, that everyone will benefit by me creating and fulfilling my goals. So in my heart, I'm authentic. I allow myself to have my whole range of emotions. I feel a great, strong sense of compassion for myself and others. I have the courage in my heart to face my fear and go ahead anyway. And my intentions are clear. They are aligned. Because both in my head and my heart, I am aligned in my values. My thinking and my feelings are lined up. So in my gut, my sense of power, I trust who I am and what I'm capable of. I feel powerful. And I have conscious interactions with other people. Instead of being self-focused all the time when I step into relationships with other people, I have conscious interactions and I'm spontaneous instead of thinking that I'm afraid of looking foolish. I may even laugh at myself. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So my feet, my part of action, I am resilient. I have many different ways to get from point A to point B. There's not just one. I can bounce back. I feel connected with my goal, with myself, and with those people around me. And I live by an honor code. That's the alignment of my values, and some people call that right conduct. Okay? Very different, fear and love. So, what is the difference that makes the difference? Well, the difference is being aligned here in this state. What is it that stops us and keeps us from getting where we want to go? Well, if I start off toward a goal in fear, guess what? I'm not going to choose accountability because I'm at effect. So when I'm in fear, I may bounce back and forth, make bad choices, and just stop. So when I totally align myself and let myself know what I want, let myself know what I love, and take ownership of that, be authentic, trust myself, and be connected the whole time to my goal, to myself, to my world, I can transform resolutions into reality. And you know what? That's the good news. Well, until next time, I'm Kris King, and asking you a great question. What if your real job is to live an extraordinary life? Choose well.